So in my wallet, I've got two cards. One of them you definitely have and one of them that you don't have. Now, the first one is a credit card. If I just go ahead and pull this out, it's a credit card. You have one of these. You use it to buy groceries, you use it to buy gas, maybe you go on vacations, I don't know, but you use it. And here's the thing. The APY on this is anywhere between 14 and 30% on this card, which is absolutely insane. You're paying so much just to have this, you end up racking up bills and you end up losing and spending money just to pay down the interest. This is the old way of doing things. The card that you don't have that I have in my wallet is this one right here. This card is not a credit card. I don't go spend this and buy gas. I don't go get clothes with it. I don't go on vacations with it and swipe it. What I do is I just earn with it. This card holding this pays me anywhere between 4 and 6% per month like clockwork, and it pays me every single day. So what I want to do is before the clock hits 0 on this page, I want you to understand exactly how this works, who we are, why you're able to do this, and how thousands of people are making money every single month to the tune of 4 to 6% by holding this card. Hands free. Takes them about 2 minutes every 60 days to keep this going. Absolutely and steadily insane, guys. There's nothing out there like this. Let's go ahead and get started. If this sounds cool to you and you want to see how we're doing this, well, let's start that right now. All right, so before we get into how this card can go ahead and pay you 4 to 6% per month, paid to you daily, like clockwork, at zero risk to you, what I want to do is I want to take a minute and just introduce myself. My name is Kevin Hokawana. I'm a retired Master Sergeant for the United States Air Force. That's why you see all the Air Force memorabilia behind me. And what I've done with my partners and I, a company that we founded about 3 years ago, what we do is we work with companies like Binance, Bybit, BitGet. If you would have heard of these if you are in the financial space. And over the last 3 years, we've created proprietary advanced algorithms to determine when to take trades in the markets and how to algorithmically interact with those trades for the highest win rate possible. I'm going to show you that system now. In no way, shape, or form are you going to be using that, but I do want to show you who we are and what we've done. This is one of our algorithms that we run, and this algorithm is running on a site called TradingView. It's not our site, but it is a tool that we use, and it goes ahead and it determines when to get into trades. Our indicators, our strategies decide when to get into trades, and they shoot those trades off into a system that then executes those trades. You can see right here, this Ethereum trades up 86%, this Bitcoin trades up 16, and this other Bitcoin's up 9, right? Pretty cool. This account right here has done $59,000 in estimated P&L. It has a balance of 46K, and oh, by the way, this is account number 22. So that should give you the idea of the volume that we are running through our algorithms. And this right here is our version 2 of the system. Let me show you something kind of staggering. None of this is available to the public to use. I'm showing you what we do on the back end. This right here is our version 1 system, and these are all the trades that it took. And check this out. You can see right here that this is the profit and loss category. If I scroll down, you'll see this 12%, 14%, 14. If I just keep on going, you're just gonna see a sea of green. When we get to the bottom and you look at this, 308,749 trades won on that platform. So that's what we do in a nutshell. What we do is we create advanced technologies in order to determine when to get into trades, and then we run those trades through more technology that interacts with them as a human would to save them and make sure that we don't lose trades. Pretty insane. And we've done hundreds of thousands of trades through these systems. Now, there's one last distinct advantage that I want to talk to you about in the operations and what we do. Something that allows us to algorithmically and automatically get into trades across multiple accounts that do stuff like this right here, where I'm in a Bitcoin trade and it's up $54,000 right now, and it already took $28,000 in profits. Or this one that's up 3K and already took 300, or even this little guy that's up, 6 something and took 25. And that's happening across multiple accounts, and that's running off of algorithms that we run. The reason why we can do that is not just because we create great charts. It's not just because we have a system that can go ahead and manipulate and move those trades, move entry prices, and do all the things a human can do when they're interacting with derivative trades on exchanges. It comes down to one thing that nobody has. It comes down to data. For example, for the last couple of years, we've been able to gather data from other users using the platform, doing 308,000 winning trades. And what that did for us was it gave us the ability to go from trading on something like this that had 53 trades to upgrading everything to where we're trading on something that has 143 winning trades, 156 winning trades, 160 winning trades, and being able to really see, as I toggle these on, these different indicators on, being able to see what are the winners are and what indicators that we have would fail so we can steer clear of those. So it was data that was coming in because we had so many users using the platform, and we could see what was winning and what was not winning. The things that might lose or the things that might struggle, we would discard those, create new algorithms, and test those as well across hundreds, if not thousands, of accounts. And then we woke up one day to this, and this is where things get a little bit dark, because of our major exchanges that we worked with, that our customers relied on. We had a user base of customers paying monthly subscriptions to be on the platform, and we were getting data every single day in droves, hundreds and thousands of trades coming through. We were able to compile that data, and we were able to take that and get better at our algorithms. One day, this happens. We wake up to find out that the exchanges had pulled out of the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. And that's where 90% of our customers were. And incidentally, 90% of where our data was coming from. And that was on October 1st of 2023. Now, when you're faced with something like this, you have two options, right? Again, like I told you, I was in the military. So when you're faced with a wall, you can either bounce off of that wall like most people do, or you can punch right through that wall like we're trained to do in the military. So after the day of reckoning, in order for us to reboot everything that we're doing and get what we need, revenue, and get data, what we ended up doing was we created a system where you can go ahead and get a card like this, plug it into the platform, and data farm for us, and that would generate you 4 to 6% per month, depending on your settings, which is unheard of. Now, in order to get here and do this, we took a page out of Google's book. You see, Google itself has this thing called Google Maps. You might have seen this. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you did. And what they do is they have these cars driving the streets, generating data for them, gathering data on the roads. They then go ahead and make Google Maps, and they monetize it with advertisements. Also, anytime you did a search on Google, anytime you do a search, what's happening is they're farming your data to go ahead and serve that to advertisers so they know how to target you with better offers. It's data farming. This was their actual first data farming center. And it looks like a hole in the wall. Like this might be in a closet or something. But this is their first data farming center. And here is our first data farming center. It's called the Karbon Collective. And that is what allows you to plug this in, get 4 to 6% per month, paid to you daily at zero risk to you for providing us with data. I'll show you how that works here in a second. But it's all powered by a new technology that you've probably heard of, and that new technology has been misused. So I'm gonna let you know how this works, because you don't actually get a physical card. You're not gonna send you a physical card. That would take time, that would waste resources, and you'd be up and running in 2 weeks instead of right now. So here's what we did. We've done all this digitally. You've probably heard of the word NFT, non-fungible token. And NFT is how we do this. So what you're able to do is purchase an NFT, plug it into the system, and that will generate you your data rewards for providing data to us. Now, if you've ever heard of NFTs and you're thinking like, ooh, NFTs, I've heard of those and I'm not a big fan of them. That's probably because this is what you've experienced with NFTs. This is what the world did with this technology. Here you have a technology that can provide and show ownership of a product or a service. And what did the world do? They made pictures of monkeys and sold them for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're still doing it to this day. They're selling pictures online of a smiley face cloud for 0.01 Ethereum, which is like a couple $100. It's like $300. That's ridiculous. It's just a picture. However, the technology itself is sound. The technology itself gives you custody of this to where it's sitting in your own wallet, in your possession, and it can go ahead and connect and show ownership of a product, a service, or a place inside of a website. That is how we do it. So this is the back office of the Karbon Collective, and here's how this works. When you purchase your NFT, after you watch this video, you'll have an opportunity to purchase your NFT. Once you do, you can purchase it with credit card, and for those of you who are a little more tech savvy and like this stuff, you can purchase it with crypto. I highly recommend you start off with credit card because it's the fastest way for you to get up and running, and you don't have to worry about crypto and gas fees and so on and so forth. So you can just purchase with a credit card, get in here, get moving, and what you'll do is you'll click on this video, this button right here underneath of this video on your dashboard, and it will bring you into your instructions on how to set up your NFT for the first time. You'll install MetaMask, which is this application right here. It's a Google Chrome browser. And then you'll go on to the next video and you'll claim your NFT. These are literally like 5-minute videos, guys. And you'll just go through the tutorials to get up and running. Again, at any time, if you get stuck, all you have to do is click on this button right here. It says need help, click here to contact support, and we will help you out to the point where we can actually get somebody on a one-on-one call with you to help you set this up if you so choose or need that. But once I have my first NFT, I'll see them in the My NFTs tab right here. If I click on it, I can see all of my NFTs and what they're doing. Pretty cool, right? So I can see that this one's 1,132, this is 102, it's 102, it's 109, and so on and so forth. Now, every NFT has its own dashboard. So if I go to this one that's $1,000, I'm gonna go take a look at this. I can see a dashboard for each of these NFTs, and I can see the value, it's $1,000, and I can see the test data that it is providing to the system. All right, it's providing this data, so this helps us improve our trading and our algorithms. And you can see this one's doing pretty good. It's got 100% win rate on these, so as far as I can see here, this gets fed into the system, and we get to use this data to improve it. I can also see over here on the right-hand side at the top, I can see the NFT floor price, because here's the thing, you can actually grow the value of your NFT, which is insane. You can grow the value of that NFT. So this NFT started at $1,000 and I've grown it to $1,132, and I've also have $50 available to withdraw. So how does that work? Well, if you come down to these settings right here, you'll see a couple things. You'll see data collecting, and I can turn this off anytime I want to where it's not providing any data to the system. Why you would want to do that, I don't know, but I can turn it off. Now it's back to providing data, and I can go click on this grow NFTs with rewards. If this is toggled on, what this means is that I will be getting closer to 6% per month, and it will actually be adding to the value of my NFT. Pretty cool. If I turn this off, I am now no longer growing my NFT, and my rewards will be closer to 4% a month, again, paid daily, and my rewards for data farming will go straight into my available balance, and I can withdraw them. Pretty cool. So that's how this system works. Now, every 60 days, you will have a task to perform, and that task would be to go over to the My NFTs page, and once you're here, to start your system and generate rewards, to get your NFTs generating rewards. And every 60 days, when this countdown timer, before it hits 0, you'll do the following task. all you'll do is click where it says renew/start your data farming. And when you do, it's going to open up one of our pre-configured charts. And then from there, you'll just click the mouse, copy and paste to set up alerts. It literally takes you under a minute to go ahead and start and renew your data farming. And that data that comes in from those charts we give you, the pre-configured charts we give you, when you click the button, that is going to cause your NFTs to generate 4 to 6% per month, paid daily. And so what we're seeing in the system already, even though we've kept this very quiet, is that people who are very experienced in the crypto space are flocking to this because it's so easy. And people who have never done anything in the crypto space are flocking to this because it's so easy, because it's so simple to do. And in fact, one of the most experienced guys I know, his name is Brett, and he works at the Digital Alliance. He's one of their board members over there. And here's the thing, he's their head coach. He trains and does masterminds and classes with their students, runs algorithms, teaches them all about crypto, and he's brought in a lot of people into this platform. He's a true expert in this space, and I am lucky enough to call him my friend. When we were on a call just a couple days ago, I asked him, hey, what did you think about the system? How is it going for you? And I want to play for you what his answer was. Okay, so I'm going to play you something from Brett, and I want you to pay attention to this because this is an expert in the crypto space, and he has people in here that are experts and people that are not experts in the crypto space. So let's play this and just listen to what Brett has to say real quick.
What have you seen throughout the community that you put in here?
Seen the NFT resonate with a lot of people in the community just because of how simple it is. They purchase the NFT. They go through the setup process, which is very, very easy, all step by step with videos, and then they're earning income each month. The feedback has been brilliant. They're just loving the simplicity of it and the earning potential.
What have been your results on your personal NFT?
Yeah, I have actually bought an NFT for myself and one each for my two children. My NFT, I bought $1,000 NFT, and I just opened it up now, Kevin. It's done $168.09 return. I think probably had it for about a month and a bit, but just incredible. I haven't had to do anything. I haven't looked at it, and yeah, what a great return.
Insane, guys, insane. I mean, that's an expert that could be doing anything else in the crypto space, and here he is, utilizing this platform, leveraging this platform because of how simple it is and how hands-free the entire thing is. Anybody can do this. You can do this. You can't say that about most of the crypto programs out there. You can't say that about most of the programs out there, period. They're difficult to do. They're hard to actually accomplish. This is the easiest thing you'll ever do. Hands down, easiest thing. And here's the thing. I told you at the beginning of this that you can get 4 to 6% per month paid to you daily at zero risk to you. Here's where the zero risk to you part comes into play. So you purchase an NFT for $100 just to test it out. When you purchase it, it is now your NFT. You own this product. Just as when I bought this phone, I now own this phone. It's my phone. Okay? Here's the thing though. What happens when you want to get this $100 out of the system? What do? How do you do that? Because when I purchase this phone, I can't just go get the money back for this. I might be able to sell it for a lower amount, but I can't get it back. Here's what happens when you have this NFT, when you have this card. Here's how this works. At any time, if you decide, hey, this has been great, I've made money with this, and I want to go ahead and get rid of it. At any time, for any reason, doesn't matter, you go ahead and say, I want to go ahead and I want to get rid of this NFT and I want to get my money back from this NFT. What you'll do is this. You'll go list it in the system, and other members can come purchase this NFT from you. If nobody in the system purchases this NFT from you after 30 days, then we will buy it back from you. So you have zero risk. The worst thing that can happen is you join, you set this up, You make 4 to 6% per month, and then you decide you don't want to do it anymore for whatever reason. Look, life happens. You decide you don't want to do it anymore. You go ahead and you list it, and another member can buy it. If they don't buy it, no one picks this up from you. After 30 days, on day 31, on that exact day, we purchase it back from you. We buy the NFT back from you, and you kept the gains. There is truly nothing to lose, and this is the easiest thing you will ever do. And here's the thing, we're not going to be doing this forever. We're not going to have the doors open to new people forever. It's going to close. It has to close by the very nature of what we do. When that day comes, if you didn't get your NFT and you didn't give this a shot, because it's the only thing you're ever going to find where what you see is what you get. This isn't some kind of course where you buy it and get inside and get disappointed. This isn't some kind of income generation system that always seems to work for somebody else but never for you. This is a system that what I just told you, everything I just said, is exactly what you'll experience. Period. All you have to do is step through the door. We've made it very easy for you to get started. We've made it very easy for you to get up and running. It's some couple of tutorial videos you watch to connect everything, and then every 60 days you click the button a few times. That's it. And if you get stuck at any step of the way, you contact support. They will get you on a call with one of our coaches. You're not going to find anything else like this out there. You're not going to find anything else like this. It doesn't exist. I'll show you how to go ahead and get started. All you have to do is click on the button below this video. It's going to take you over to this page right here to create your account. If you already have an account, then you just click here to log into your account. But if you don't have one, then go ahead and put a username in, an email address, your password, accept terms and conditions, hit sign up. And once you do, it's going to take you on over to a page that looks like this right here, and there are some options to get started. This is for people who are not tech savvy, people who don't know how to use crypto. If you are tech savvy and you have crypto and you have like a MetaMask wallet and you know how to do these things, then you can indeed just click on this marketplace tab and purchase a larger NFT, or use crypto to purchase a smaller NFT. But for most people, all you want to do is use credit card. It's that simple. So once you're in, it's going to take you to this page. You'll see another video from me yet again. I know you've been listening to me for too long. I talk too much, trust me. All you have to do is choose your NFT. So if you want to get started and just test out the water and make sure you have NFTs and you're in the system before we close it, then you can go ahead and purchase an NFT for $100. You click on it, put your credit card info in, hit pay, and now you can go ahead. It'll bring you, once you pay, it'll bring you to your dashboard, the homepage inside the system, and there'll be another video. You'll walk through the tutorials to set things up. Very quick, very simple, very easy. And again, at any time, if you get stuck in the system, we are here for you. We have a members only Telegram group where you can go ahead and talk to other members. We also have support 24/7 covering all time zones. And so if you need to get on a call with one of our coaches to do a one-on-one Zoom to help you set up your NFT that you've purchased, well, we're here for you for that too. Easy. All right? You're going to find that the support in here is unlike anything you've ever experienced. Why? Because this is our tribe. This is our family. These are our members, and we're going to make sure that you are taken care of. I'll see you guys on the inside. Go ahead and get started. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Just don't miss out on this. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but the reality is one day you'll come back, or you'll hear about this through the grapevine. You'll come back and the opportunity will be gone. Because NFTs themselves and getting your hands on these, they're very finite. We cannot do this with 10,000 people. We don't need to. We are not going to. So we will shut it down, and the NFTs that exist at that time will exist at that time. And members can purchase them from each other. And maybe you'll get on a waiting list. And someday in the future, we might have an extra NFT that you might be able to purchase. But it's just unlikely. So I would go ahead and make sure that you're in the system, in the community. At least get an NFT for $100. It's $100 and you have nothing to lose. what happens? If you purchase an NFT and you buy it and you set it up and you go, hey, thanks for the 4%, thanks for the 6%, I don't want to do this anymore for whatever reason, doesn't even matter what the reason is, right? Then you just let us know, you list the NFT, another member can buy it, and if they don't, at day 31, we purchase it from you. Insane, guys, gals, come on, it's craziness. So with that being said, I will see you guys on the inside, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you on members only webinars that we're going to be doing here pretty soon. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys on the inside.